firemen, and the Hermans ate them all. And what they couldn't eat, they stuffed in their pockets and down the front of their shirt.
And they wrote this really dirty word on the back of Naomi Waddle's favorite turtle. So now she can't teach the YMCA head show. Her mother won't let her.
What was the word?
Oh my gosh. And that's not all. They did it for us with paint so it glows in the dark. And when you can't use the detergent, you can still see the word.
And they put a whole bunch of tassels in school drinking time. And Miss Barnes saw like 2 or 3 by mistake. Somebody yelled, Mildred, stop! You're drinking tadpoles. But it was too late.
Did she get sick?
Not right away.
And that's not all. Do you remember the Christmas pageant and what they did to that? There were 6 of them. Ralph, Imogen, Leroy, Claude, Ollie, and Gladys. And they went through the Woodrow Wilson School, like those South American fish that strip your bones clean. They went around town the same way, stealing things, tearing things up, and whamming kids. So it was hard to get away from them. There was only one safe place.
Sweet hour of breath, because there are no herdsmen there. And Jesus was the sad to say, because he keeps them miles away.
That's my brother Charlie, and that's what he said when the Sunday school teacher asked him what was his favorite thing about church. Charlie said, no herdmen. That made the teacher mad, because all the other kids said nice things about God and Jesus, and good feelings. But old Charlie told the real truth, no herdmen.
I don't care what everybody else says. That's what they really thought. All the other stuff is okay. The main good thing about church is that there are no herdmen there, ever.
That's not a very Christian sentiment, it seems to me.
It's a very practical one. Charlie was black and blue all last year because he had to sit next to Leroy Herdman in school.
Is he the worst one? Leroy?
They're all the worst ones. Ralph's the biggest, so Ralph gets to. That doesn't make any difference, Beth. Gladys isn't big, but she's bad, and she's mean, and she fights.
Well, just stay away from all of them.
That's what I said. Stay away from them. Go to church.
I'm glad to hear you feel that way.
Why?
No arguments this year about the Christmas pageant.
I don't want to be a shepherd again.
So tell Mrs. Armstrong you want to be a wise man.
I don't want to be in it.
Everybody's in it. Think how I'd feel sitting there on Christmas Eve if my own children weren't in the pageant. Think how your father would feel. You'd feel terrible, wouldn't you, Bob?
Well, actually, I didn't plan to go.
Bob,
Well,
every
you know
year
how
we
crowded it always is. They can use my seat. I'll just stay home, put on my bathrobe, and relax. There's never anything different about the Christmas pageant.
Well, there's going to be something different about it this year.
What?
Carlin's going to be wearing your bathrobe.
You just thought that up, Grace.
Why don't you be Joseph? Elmer Hopkins will pay you $1 to be Joseph. Elmer's sick of being Joseph all the time. Just because his mother's the minister. Nobody wants to be Joseph. Nobody wants to be in it.
Well, what are you going to be this year?
I'm always in the angel choir.
Well, why can't Charlie be in the angel choir?
Because I can't sing.
Well, from what I've heard in the past, that's not a serious drawback. But waiting in a manger always sounds to me like a closet full of mice.
What do you wear in an angel choir? Bed sheets? Oh boy, some choice. A background or a bed sheet? Come on, let's go watch TV.
Now, kids, you know Mrs. Armstrong works very hard to give everyone a lovely experience.
Oh, Mom, Mrs. Armstrong just likes to run things.
They're right, of course. You know, she directs the pageant, she's in charge of the potluck supper, she heads the bazaar. I think Mrs. Armstrong would direct the sermon if anyone would let her.
Is that George Armstrong's wife?
Yes.
Well, maybe she'll try to manage the hospital. So that's where she's at. I saw George at the drugstore. He said his wife broke her leg this morning. She'll be in traction for 2 weeks and laid up until first of the year.
The first of the year? Well, they'll have to cancel Christmas.
She's in charge of Christmas.
She's in charge of the pageant, she's in charge of the bazaar. Honestly, I feel sorry for Helen, but who's going to do all these things?
Yes, I'll take over the bazaar, Edna, if you do the potluck supper. But I don't know what in the world we're going to do about the Christmas pageant. Unless, how about Grace?
Oh, Edna, I just can't. I got company all Christmas week. What about Grace?
How about Grace?
How about Grace?
How about Grace?
Hello?
you're at the Christmas pageant.
Does that mean I have to go?
Our Christmas pageant isn't what you call four-star entertainment. Mrs. Armstrong breaking her leg was the only unexpected thing that happened to it. It's always the same old Christmas story, and the same old carols, and the same old Mary and Joseph. And that's what my mother was stuck with. That and Mrs. Armstrong.
Tell you again, Grace, how important it is to give everyone a chance. Here's what I do. I always start with Mary, and I tell them we must choose our Mary carefully, because after all, Mary was the mother of Jesus.
Yes, I know that, Helen.
Yes, dear. And then I tell them about Joseph, that he was God's choice to be Jesus' father. That's how I explain that.
I thought Mrs. Armstrong was attraction. How can she come in the form if she's attraction? What do you think traction is? That's when they put you to sleep.
No such luck. Beth, we need napkins and salt and pepper.
But I do explain about the wise men and the shepherds and how important they are. And I tell them there are no small hearts, only small actors. Oh, remind the angel choir not to
You will say something to the rest of us, won't you, Charlie?
I'm hungry. We were hungry for my lunch again.
Well, how can you let him do that to you day after day?
How can you stop him? Where's the chicken?
Grace, Grace, where's the chicken?
Still in the oven. I'll get it.
You'll have to have someone push the baby angels on, otherwise they get in each other's way and bend their wings. Oh, Bob could do that. He could keep an eye on the shepherds, too. Oh, another thing about the angel choir, don't let them wear lipstick. They think because it's a play that they have to wear
I've
lipstick.
got to go.
And it just looks
Helen, come to my door. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye. Yes, I'm coming. Coming.
Lady, will you feed me? I haven't had a square meal in 3 days.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
I was very lonely at the table.
Well, obviously Helen is very lonely at the hospital.
Not as long as the telephones are working.
Oh, and Grace, don't use just anybody's baby for Jesus. Get a quiet one. Better yet, get two if you can. That way, if one turns out to be fussy, you can always switch them.
I thought you told me about no small parts, only small actors. And getting someone to shove the baby angels on stage make the shepherds shut up.
Yes, she did. In fact, she suggested your father.
Does that mean I have to go?
Oh, and Grace, remind them again not to wear the lipstick. It just looks horrid.
My mother didn't pay much attention to Mrs. Armstrong. She said she was stuck in the hospital, nothing more to do but think up problems. And there weren't going to be any problems. Of course, my mother didn't count on the Herdmans, and that was Charlie's fault.
Hey, Leroy, you give me back my lunch.
Sure, kid. Here.
You still got his food again.
How do you know?
Because it isn't here.
What was it?
2 Twinkies.
That's right. That's what it was.
Hey, Leroy, you think it's so great to steal my dessert every day. And you know what? I don't care if you steal my dessert. I get all the dessert I want at Sunday school.
Oh, yeah? What kind of dessert?
All kinds. Chocolate cake and cookies and candy bars and Twinkies and Big Wheels. We get refreshments all the time. All I want.
You're a liar.
And ice cream and cupcakes and donuts and,
Who gives it to you?
the minister.
Why, is she crazy?
No, I think she's rich.
Sunday school. Huh?
That was the wrong thing to tell the Herdmans. And sure enough, the very next Sunday, they were there in Sunday school, just in time to hear about the Christmas pageant.
What
parts in our Christmas pageant. Of course, everyone will have an important part. You know what Mrs. Armstrong always tells you? There are no small parts, only small actors. Isn't that what Mrs. Armstrong always tells you?
Yeah, that's what she always says, but she never says what it means.
Don't you know what it means?
I know what it means. It means that the tall kids have to be in the back row of the angel car where nobody can see them. No, it means that the short kids have to be in the front row of the angel car where nobody can see them.
Well, not exactly. What it means is that the tiniest baby angel is just as important as Mary.
I don't think anyone is as important as Mary. Well, naturally, that's what you think, Alice. I think Jesus is more important. I also think it means tall kids have to be in the back row. Short kids, tall kids, short kids, tall kids.
Girls, everyone is important. Mary, Jesus, the tall and the short kids. Is everybody here? Beverly, would you mind running out in the hall to see if there's anyone else coming? Anyhow, people in the angel choir will need to remind your mothers that you need bed sheets. And if any of you are old bathrobes, let's make some room for the herdmen. What happened to Beverly?
I think she went home. I think she got sick.
Did she say she was sick?
She just left. All I did was, I just said hi, Beverly, and she just left.
Oh. Well, will somebody please tell Beverly about rehearsals. They'll be for the next 4 weeks, every Wednesday after school. Plan to be here for everyone.
What if we get sick?
You won't get sick. Of course, you know Mary and Joseph must absolutely be at every rehearsal.
What if they get sick?
They won't get sick either, Elmer.
Well, Beverly got sick and we haven't even started yet.
We don't know that Beverly got sick. Now, I want you all to think about Mary. We all know what kind of person Mary was. She was quiet and kind and gentle. And the girl who plays Mary should try to be just that kind of person. Now, do I have any volunteers? Imogen, do you have a question?
No, I want to be Mary, and also my dear wants to be Joseph.
Yeah, right.
Cool.
Oh, well, I'll just make a list of volunteers, and then we'll decide who it should be. Ralph Herdman. Now, Ralph has volunteered to be Joseph. Do I have some more volunteers? Elmer, did you raise your hand?
No.
Go ahead, anyone. Just raise your hand. Any of you shepherds? Very well, then. Ralph Herdman will be our shepherd. Now, Imogen has volunteered to be Mary. Do I have some more volunteers? Beth? Maxine? Alice, don't you want to volunteer?
No, I don't want to. I'll be Mary. Shut up, Gladys. I'm already married. You be a wise man. I'll be a wise man.
Of course we could.
I'll be a wise man. Yeah, me too. Claude, don't you want to be a wise man? Raise your hand. What's a wise man? Just raise your hand. What's left to be? Some angel. I'll be that. What is it?
It's the angel of the Lord who visits the shepherds in the fields and tells them that Jesus is born. There, do we have some volunteers after all? Hobie, would you like to be a shepherd?
No, I just want to see a camping shepherd. We're going to Philadelphia, yes.
Well, why didn't you say so to begin with?
I just remembered.
Mother doesn't want me to be a shepherd.
Well, why not?
I don't know. She just said, don't be a shepherd. I'm not going to be a shepherd.
Oh, yes, you are, young man. Now, what is the matter with all of you?
I don't want to be a shepherd. Gladys Herman hits too hard.
Gladys isn't going to hit anyone.
Ow!
She simply visits the shepherds and tells them the good news.
And hits them.
Elmer, that is ridiculous, and I don't want to hear another word about it from anyone. Now, no shepherds may get sick or quit. And you're all free to go. Plan to be here for the next 4 Wednesdays after school. Alice, why in the world didn't you raise your hand? Don't you want to be married? Alice, I expected you.
Jane, Edna McCarthy, did you hear about the... Well, it must be Grace's fault somehow. I mean, how else did the 6 of them end up in the pageant? Well, they ought to be in jail.
Vera, Irma Slocum, I just heard that Emma Jean Herdman is going to be married in the Christmas pageant, and is that a fact? All 6 of them? Vera, I live next door to that outfit, and I'd rather live next door to a zoo. Has Grace gone crazy?
Where did they come from? Who let them in? Emma Jean Herdman. Well, what kind of child is that to be Mary, Mother of Jesus? Where was Reverend Hopkins, I'd like to know? She was what? Visiting shut-ins. Huh. Well, I'm shut in, and she certainly wasn't visiting me. If I'd been up and around, this never would have happened.
If I'd been up and around, this never would have happened. Well, let me tell you.
Don't tell me. I'm on your side. The car's over here.
Helen Armstrong is not the only person who can direct a Christmas pageant. I made up my mind just to do the best I could under the circumstances. But now I'm going to make this the best Christmas pageant ever, and I'm going to do it with the Herdmans. After all, they raised their hands, and nobody else did. And
Good for you, Grace. The car's over here.
And you're going to help me.
Does that mean...
You have to go. Here, and the shepherds will come in and gather around the manger.
Where did all the shepherds come from anyway?
What's it in?
It's like a motel where people are going to spend the night.
What people? Jesus? Oh, honestly, Jesus wasn't even born yet. Mary and Joseph went there.
Why? Get a taxi.
At a motel? Shut up, Ollie. Everybody shut up. I want to hear her. Begin at the beginning.
The beginning?
The beginning of the play. What happens first?
Imogene, this is a Christmas story from the Bible. Haven't you heard the Christmas story from the Bible? Well, I'd better read it to you then.
I don't believe
And there were shepherds watching over their fields and flocks by night when the angel of the Lord appeared to them, and in the glory of...
Shazam!
What?
I opened last night. Horrible vengeance on my heart.
Gladys, I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you want to know what it means?
Gladys, this is the angel of the Lord who visits the shepherds.
Out of nowhere, right? And last night, right?
Well, in a way.
Shazam!
And there were wise men from the east bringing gifts of gold and frankincense
What's that?
and myrrh.
What's that?
They were special things like spices and oils.
Oil? What kind of present is oil? We get better presents from the welfare.
Were they the welfare, the wiseness?
No, see, they were kings, and they were sent.
Well, it's about time somebody important showed up. If they're kings, they can get this baby out of the barn and tell the innkeeper where to get off.
See, they were sent by Herod, and he was the main king, and he wanted Jesus for his death.
My God, he just got born. They're going to kill a baby?
Who's Herod this place?
Well, Herod isn't in the play.
He's out to kill a baby and it isn't even in the play?
Well, somebody better be Herod. Let Charlie be Herod and he can go give me that baby and he'll feel famous and be the king and all. But they don't do it. They go back and get Herod. I'm not going to be Herod.
Let's go.
Well, where's the water?
Dylan. It was Herod that
making applesauce cake. We'll try not to bother you. I guess this is your dress rehearsal? It's supposed to be. Oh, Edna, by the way, didn't I hear that your niece had a little baby girl about a month and a half ago?
Oh, yes, she's 5 weeks old.
Well, I was wondering if maybe I would call your niece. We could ask her if we could borrow the baby.
Oh, Grace, no. I could tell you some lying, tell you she's sick or cranky or something, but the truth is she's beautiful and happy and healthy, and we'd like to keep her that way. So we're certainly not going to hand her over to Imogene Herdman. Sorry, Grace.
I didn't know you had a new baby, David.
He's not new. He's for adults. He's so good. He can tell us good up.
Oh, David, I told you, David.
I'll get us a baby.
How would you do that, Imogene?
There's always 2 or 3 babies in the carriages outside the supermarket. I'll get one of them.
Oh, but Imogene, you can't just run off for somebody's baby. Forget about the baby. We'll just use a doll.
Yeah, that's better anyway. The doll can't bite ya.
And Imogene, you know, Mary didn't wear any earrings.
I have to wear these. I got my ears first and I'll keep something in and they'll grow together.
Well, they aren't going to grow together in an hour and a half. What did the doctor tell you to do?
What, doctor?
Well, who pierced your ears?
Gladys! She probably did it with an ice pick. I'll bet Imogene Herdman's ears will turn black and fall off.
Well, we'll just find something smaller than dear. Is this what you're going to wear? Is this your costume? You know, you're all supposed to be wearing your costumes tonight.
Janet's got my robe. My mother doesn't have any white teeth. Can I wear one with balloons on it?
I've got a costume. I've never shepherded before.
Janet's got my robe. You have to wear your brother's bathrobe. That's what I do.
He hasn't got a bathrobe.
Janet's got my robe. What is he hanging around the house in?
It's underwear.
Janet's
Okay, you just pretend you're wearing costumes.
Are we going through the whole thing?
Of course. First, we're just going to start with the entrances. So everybody get you where you're supposed to be. Mary, Joseph. Okay, now we're going to start with the shepherds. Just read the last few words, Nancy.
Shepherds keeping watch over their flocks by night.
Music, shepherds.
No. An angel of the Lord appeared to them and said, Shazam! Out of the black night, with horrible vengeance, the mighty and marvelous Gladys.
Go on, Maxine.
A multitude of the heavenly hosts.
Music, angel.
Come on. Everybody told you to stand. The line up, face, Mary, and Joseph. Right down next to that. Right there.
Okay, you all fixed? Okay. Music, wise men. Music, wise men.
Hey, the drum. I got the beating! Don't touch my name, it's music! Give it a mighty God, everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. My daddy can't make it up for free if he had read a
Take 5 minutes, Maxine. 5 minutes, everyone.
We never did start over, and we never did go through the whole thing. The 5 minutes turned into 15 minutes, and Imogene Herman spent the whole time smoking cigars in the ladies' room. Then when Miss McCarthy went into the ladies' room and saw the smoke, she called the fire department, and they came right away.
All the kids in the world are downstairs putting on benches.
No, I mean our kids.
We're here.
Well, hurry up and finish getting your costumes on. It's getting late.
It's just gonna be awful, you know. They look like trick-or-treat. While Jimmy and Pageant together with safety pins are wearing their moldy-up sneakers. Mary and Joseph, I mean. They look like refugees or something.
Well, that's what they were. Mary and Joseph. They were refugees in a way. They were a long way from home and didn't have any place to stay and didn't know anybody. They were probably tired and cold and hungry and messy.
I don't know about cold and hungry, but they sure are messy.
Oh, dear. Do you think maybe I should
think
just...
you worry too much. Now listen. I'm going to be pushing baby angels on stage and handing out shepherd's skirts and then pushing them on stage. Now when do I do all that?
Just follow the script.
Angels, shepherds, wise men. It doesn't seem to say here where the fire engines come in. I'm just kidding.
Okay, now is everybody here? Bethel, you and Alice, please come over here a little bit so you can help the baby angels when they get off and on stage. Okay, now let me take a look at all of you. Gladys, where's your halo?
Our cat buried it. Listen, I think I have to say something besides the baby thing. I don't want to get up and care for some babies I don't even know. I have to tell them Jesus, and I have to tell them where he is.
No, Gladys. All you tell them is, unto you a child is born. That's all you tell them. Now, let's all go backstage and finish getting ready and try to be quiet while people are coming in. And good luck, everyone.
Bradley, after don't say good luck. After say break legs. Break a leg!
Kids, for those of you who do not know what break a leg means, it is simply a theatrical saying. It does not mean break a leg, yours or anyone else's, okay? And Imogene, try to remember that this is a baby. And for tonight,
watch over their flocks by night. Oh
Well, you know, I like
like
that.
that, too.
You know, sometimes you can't even hear the angel on the look. I just find great to tell her. I just wish now that I let her have Eugene's baby Jesus. How was the baby Jesus? Wasn't it a doll? A doll? Oh, Irma, that was no doll. Well, it did seem real. It certainly did.
It did seem real, as if it had happened just that way. We all thought the pageant was about Jesus. That was only part of it. It was about a new baby and his mother and father who were in a whole lot of trouble. No money, no place to go, nobody they knew. And then, arriving from the east, like my uncle from New Jersey, some rich friends. But I guess it wasn't like that for Imogene. For her, the pageant turned out to be all wonder and mystery, as if she just caught on to what Christmas was all about. After it was over, we had a party in the basement. But the Herdmans didn't stay, and they didn't have any cocoa, and they didn't walk off with all the cookies. And they wouldn't even take their candy canes. Because of the Herdmans, it was a whole new story. Imogene burping the baby, and the wise men bringing such a sensible present. After all, they couldn't eat frankincense. And Gladys, he's in the barn, go see him, so they didn't have to stumble all around the countryside.
I guess that's about it. Any kids left downstairs?
No, everybody's gone.
What about these lights?
Well, they're on a timer. They go off at midnight.
Well, it's not far yet. It's almost Christmas.
Almost Christmas, kids.
Almost Christmas, Charlie.
Bethlehem, with Mary his wife, who was great with child.
And in that region there are shepherds keeping watch over the flocks by night.
And suddenly there was a multitude of the heavenly host saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace among men. I bring you tidings of great joy and happiness, born unto you today in the city of David, Christ the Lord. His name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Hey, hey, unto you a child is born.
Captain. Spock! What are you doing in this neck of the woods?
I have been monitoring your progress.
I'm flattered. 1,200 points of interest in Yosemite, and you pick me.
I regret to inform you that the record for free climbing El Capitan is in no danger of being broken.
I'm not trying to break any records. I'm doing this because I enjoy it. Not to mention the most important reason for climbing a mountain.
And that is?
Because it's there.
Captain, I do not think you realize the gravity of your situation.
On the contrary, gravity is foremost on my mind. Look, I'm trying to make an ascent here. Why don't you go pester Dr. McCoy for a while?
I believe that Dr. McCoy is not in the best of moods.
So damn irresponsible. Playing games with life.
Concentration is vital. You must be one with the rock.
Spock, I appreciate your concern, but if you don't stop distracting me, I'm liable to be one...
Perhaps because it is there is not sufficient reason for climbing the mountain.
I am hardly in a position to disagree. Hi, Bones. Mind if we drop in for dinner?
Gentlemen, I'm Caitlin Darr.
Oh, yeah. Our new Romulan representative. Welcome to Paradise City, my dear, capital of the so-called planet of galactic peace. I'm St. John Talbot, the Federation representative here on Nimbus 3. My charming companion here is the Klingon consul, Cord.
I expect that's Klingon for hello.
Won't you come in, my dear?
"20 years ago, our three governments agreed to develop this planet together. A new age was born.
Our new age died a quick death. And the settlers we conned into coming here, they were the dregs of the galaxy. Immediately took to fighting amongst themselves. We forbade them weapons. They soon began to fashion their own.
Well, then it appears I've arrived just in time.
Romulan. Terran. Klingon. Consider yourselves my prisoners.
Prisoners? We're already prisoners here on this worthless lump of rock. What possible value could we be to you?
Nimbus 3 may be a worthless lump of rock, but it does have one unique treasure. It's the only place in the entire galaxy that has the three of you.
I don't know who you are or what you want, but I can tell you this. Our governments will stop at nothing to ensure our safety.
That's exactly what I'm counting on.
Come and get it! Come and get it! Bones, knock it off! We're right here, and we're starving.
Bipodal seeds, Doctor? Beans, Spock, but no ordinary beans.
These are from an old Southern recipe handed down to me by my father. And if you stick your Vulcan nose up at these, you're not only insulting me, but generations of McCoys.
In that case, I have little choice but to sample your beans. Surprisingly good. Does have a flavoring I'm not familiar with.
Aha, that's a secret ingredient.
You got any more of that secret ingredient, Bones?
Be my guest.
Thank you.
Am I to understand that your secret ingredient is alcohol?
Whiskey, Tennessee whiskey, Spock. You care for a little snort?
Bourbon and beans, an explosive combination. Think Spock can handle it?
Are you kidding? With that Vulcan metabolism, he could eat a bowl of termites and it wouldn't bother him.
As you are so fond of pointing out, Doctor, I'm half human.
Well, it certainly doesn't show.
Thank you.
How do you like that? This guy never changes. I insult him and he takes it as a compliment. You know, you two could drive a man to drink.
Me? What did I do?
What did you do? You really tick me off, Jim. Human life is far too precious to risk on crazy stunts. Maybe it didn't cross that macho mind of yours, but you should have been killed when you fell off that mountain.
It crossed my mind.
And?
And even as I fell, I knew I wouldn't die.
Oh, I thought he was the only one who's immortal.
Oh, no, it isn't that. I knew I wouldn't die because the two of you were with me.
I do not understand.
I've always known I'll die alone.